My husband left this house for me and his children. There are laws in this country.
One afternoon, the tension finally boiled over in the dining room. Jude was sitting at the head of the table, Obinna's seat, eating a large bowl of pounded yam that Mama Chioma had prepared. Nneka stood at the other end, her hands trembling but her voice steady. "Brother Jude, this has to stop," Nneka said, her white lace blouse looking oversized on her as she lost weight from the stress. "I am giving you until tomorrow to return my bank cards and the car keys. If not, I am taking this matter to court. I will sue all of you for trespassing and theft." Jude stopped chewing and began to laugh, a deep, mocking sound that filled the room. Chuka, who was sitting on the sofa picking his teeth, joined in. "Courts?" Jude asked, wiping his mouth with the back of his hand. "With what money will you pay a lawyer? The money in the account you cannot touch." "My husband left this house for me and his children," Nneka shouted, her voice cracking. "There are laws in this country." "Laws?" Mama Chioma walked in from the kitchen, wiping her hands on a rag. "Did Obinna leave a will? Show us the paper where he wrote your name." "If there is no will, the tradition says the property belongs to the family, and we are the family." Nneka went silent. She knew Obinna had talked about a will, but she didn't know where it was. He was only in his 30s. They thought they had decades left to worry about such things. Seeing her silence, Jude leaned forward. "You see, there is no will." Jude sneered. "You are just a woman who stayed in this house. You have nothing. By the time we are done, you will be begging us for transport
You
fare
see,
to go back to
there
your
is no
father's
will.
house." Few days later, a familiar car honked at the gate. It was Ify, Nneka's closest friend. She had been trying to reach Nneka for days. When the gate was finally opened by a surly-looking Chuka, Ify rushed inside. She stopped dead when she saw Nneka sitting on a low wooden stool in the hallway, her head bald and her face sunken. "Nneka, what is this?" Ify cried, reaching out to hug her. "Why are you sitting on the floor? Why haven't you been picking up my calls?" They took her phone because she was using it to plan with her boyfriends, Mama Chioma shouted from the top of the stairs. She descended slowly, glaring at Ify. "And who is this one? Another harlot coming to teach Nneka how to hide her tracks." Ify stood up, her face red with anger. "Mama, watch your tongue. I am a respectable woman, and Nneka was a faithful wife. You people are heartless." "Respectable?" Mama Chioma spat on the floor near Ify's feet. Birds of a feather flocked together. "You are the ones who encouraged her to sleep outside, and now my son is dead because of her filth. Get out of this house before I call the boy."